What is going on with the Gaming Magic 13 around? Welcome back to more Skylanders Spyro's adventure. When in last episode, we tackled the third chapter of the game, Sky Schooner Docks, and in this episode we're going to be tackling the fourth chapter of the game, Stormy Stronghold. But before we do that, let's go unlock the ability to upgrade our Skylanders by speaking to Persephone.
Hello, Extremely, once more. For extra enjoyment, I will help you with your play quest.
Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so, our upgrades. We don't have enough for anything. Good. Rainbows do extra damage. Shoot a Tempest Cloud and a second rainbow chain off of it. Well, guess what? We don't have anything to, well, we don't have enough money. So, yeah, we're not going to be doing that. But anyway, now we have the ability to unlock our Skylanders if we ever get around to it. So now, this is why we've been collecting money all this time. Is so that we have something to be able to upgrade our Skylanders with. Anyway.
Finally, an awesome balloon for an even more awesomer pilot. Boom! Oh, it's got a fuel-injected crocagator, a vacuum sealatron, and a jet steam thrust capacitor. Oh, yeah. I am so good, I did it all myself, even had a few parts left over. Are you ready to go, Chief?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay, let's see what this baby can do. Wowzers, now that's a twister. And it's ripping that castle to pieces. It's almost as impressive as me. Almost. Looks like the little Dro dudes found the eternal air what's-a-dingus, and now they're trying to harness its power. I guess. Well now, looky there. It's some kind of bridge. Of course, right now it's just a big bunch of giant swirling chunky things stuck in the vortex of a killer tornado. But hey, all you gotta do is figure out how to rebuild it. Cake!
Activate pylons to form bridge. Okay, see you later, Flynn. Maybe by the end of the episode we'll actually be able to upgrade Whirlwind to something. I mean, we definitely will, because we're about to have, yeah, we already have 500 coins. We already have enough to upgrade Whirlwind, but all depends on who we want to upgrade, you know? Anyway, Story Skull's on the other side of this gray brick wall right here, so let's grab that.
A note from Hugo says, while everybody fears large, destructive tornadoes, smaller, friendlier ones are quite popular in Skylands. Mabu come from all over to throw unwanted items into the small tornadoes. Things like garbage, tax forms, and when possible, sheep.
Okay, there's a Story Skull done, and I can't remember what, I mean, I don't remember what most of the elemental sections in this game are, but I know we're going to have a life gate up ahead, so I don't know if it's going to get me into the mood for life immediately, or if we're going to have to wait a small bit. We'll see. Anyway, we have the key now, so let's go ahead and open the door, or open the gate, and immediately take this, what's it called? I already forgot the name. The air spell punk. And we're going to be careful not to knock into these things. And again, focus on the air spell punk first, because it's going to be protecting the Dro Spearman. And it fell off the edge, which means now we can focus on the Dro Spearman. Happy life for us. Thanks, Eon. I never would have figured it out on my own. Okay. Since we used Camo last time, we're going to use a different one this time. Who to use? Let's say goodbye to Whirlwind for now. And say hello to... Stumper. His real name is Stump Smash. Again, don't know why I have these crazy nicknames. Anyway, okay, just had to brief myself on what his main attacks were, and unfortunately, friend, we must reset you.
Drop the hammer.
Alright, now we can unlock the gate fourth, so let's go ahead and cross the line. 2 left Skylanders collected and elemental power increased. Now we have another block puzzle.
are stronger in this zone.
Okay. So what we're going to want to do here is push these two into the gaps, and then push this one over here over the edge to reveal a teleporter. Alright, so now that we're up here, what we're going to do is push this one over the side, and then follow it down. This is going to be the last block that we need in order to cross the gap. And what's on the other side of the gap, you may ask? It's going to be a hat. A fez, I believe. So let's go ahead and grab our new hat. No, I don't want to wear the hat now. Gives us more elemental power, though. Maybe I'll start wearing hats one of these days. Alright, so now let's go head back up there, and we're going to push this to the right 1, 2, 3 times, and then over here is a treasure chest. Let's go ahead and open that up right now. And that's pretty much all there is to this area. I will go over, just to remind myself, what there is to have in this level really quickly. Soul gem, legendary treasure, another hat, 2 more chests. And then we already found the store skull. Alright, we're good. Now there's a teleporter underneath this block right here, but I don't remember where it actually takes us. Where does it take us? It takes us down here. Okay, thanks. I could have just dropped off the edge, but this works too. And since there's no element proposed to this area, let's use Stump Smash a little bit. Get reacquainted with his attack pattern. And I say that, and now we're switching to a magic element. Okay. Well, let's... we've used Spyro a lot, but I think we're going to use him again, just because I do want to kind of focus on upgrading him a little bit. Where is... Here he is. Legendary Spyro. I try to have a little bit... Because the thing is... I'm trying to keep a little bit of organization to my Skylanders, because the way it's like, the magic element Skylanders are in the top left corner, and then it goes magic, earth, water, fire, tech, undead, air, life. And then I have to cram the 4 DLC Skylanders as well as the 4 legendary Skylanders into this crate. So everything's tucked nice and neatly in here except for the legendary Skylanders. So they're just kind of resting on top of everything, which is unfortunate. Anyway, I want to focus on upgrading legendary Spyro, so we're going to use him one more time. And the next time we have a magic area, we'll use him. Not this episode, though, but in the next episode. If there even is a magic gate in the next episode. Alright, let's move on. You want to wait for these spears, so we're going to push past them. Again, wait for them to go down, and then dash past them. Wait for them to go down. Dash past them. Grab the melon, even though we don't really need it. Okay. Radio. And then what do we have here? We have a pylon lumber you're going to lower. Alright, so then once that's done, we can move on a little bit more. Blast these things open for some more treasure. And then there's going to be some more enemies on the other side of this wooden fence, I do believe. Yes, it's going to be one of these guys, a bunch of chompies. Let's take these guys out. And there's going to be a spawner right here, which we most definitely need to take out. And I don't think there are any of those watcher type things. I don't even know what they're called. The air spell punks. I don't think there are any air spell punks in this area, so we should be good in that regard. I think it's just the spearmen and then the blade throwers, which we can deal with no problem. And I can dash through these guys though, so I will gladly take advantage of this. Legendary Spyro is so awesome, which is probably why they give you him in the starter pack. So, you know. Alright, let's power through, and then here is pylon number 2. Again, just shake to lower.
Lower the lightning pylon, young portal master.
And now we can continue to move on, and a bunch of enemies are going to drop off, namely a spearman, 2 spearmen, 3 spearmen, 4 spearmen. Okay, let's just, I think 5 maybe. Yeah, I think 5 spearmen are going to pop up. You must destroy them. Let's just blast through these guys. Not going to skip them. I'm just going to blast through them with my what? Oh wait, nope, wrong. What's this attack called? The charge attack. Pretty straightforward. With my charge attack, which I think we're going to upgrade here. If we get enough coins with Legendary Spyro, we may upgrade him at the end of the episode instead of Whirlwind. We'll upgrade someone at the end of the episode. Alright, wait for the second one to go down and then dash past. Oh, hi guys, how you doing today? You know what, fine, I'll just charge through you. There we go. And this time we have an air gate that we are going to have to get past, so let's switch back to Whirlwind since I made the thing last episode of 1 Skylander per element per video. Okay, so let's open up the gate and step in here to get teleported over to the area. So right at the beginning, we're going to find the treasure chest, which is right over here. So let's go ahead and open that up right now. If you look at the treasure chest with loads of treasure, we may, we may actually be able to get the other upgrade, not just the first one, the second upgrade for Whirlwind, maybe. Okay, so wait for the spikes to go down and jump over it. And then grab the treasure in the middle here, grab the treasure in the middle here. Again, wait for the spikes to go down and then jump over. Jump over here. No, wrong. Jump over here. Bounce over here. Jump over here. Bounce. And you probably get the gist of this by now. Bouncity, bouncity, bouncity. Grab the bomb and then move back along the floor. And then what we're going to want to do here is just bounce over and throw it at this right here for some extra treasure. Not necessary, but it gets you some extra treasure. So, where's the harm in doing that? Okay, so what you're meant to do is you're meant to take the bomb through this section, but the problem is that there's a lot of obstacles in the way, and we really can't afford to do that. So instead, what we're gonna do is we're going to move over here, and then we need to get the bomb up there. But there's a few obstacles in the way, so our job is to clear those obstacles out. So what we're gonna do, hit this button to lower the stone, and then run for the bomb. Grab the bomb, and the bomb's on the timer, so you want to watch that. And then now a straight path is opened up to the exit, so move past the stone, bounce up here, swing it at the wooden wall to open it up, and then once you do that, we have a clear shot to the item of the hour, the hat. A fancy hat, no less. +2 armor, +1 speed. No, I don't want to wear a hat now. Objectives: 1 legendary treasure, 1 treasure chest, and 1 soul gem to go. Not too bad so far. Alright, let's head back to the previous area, where magic takes center stage, right? Yeah, magic takes center stage. Put Whirlwind back in the box, put legendary Spyro back on the field.
Then one and all.
Elements are stronger in this zone.
Alright, so there's going to be a witch over here. We're going to want to take you out right away. Dash past these spikes as soon as we get the chance and charge straight into you. And you are done. So now let's lower... Oh, wait, no, don't want to lower you just yet because there's still a few spearmen alive. Take these guys out. Now we can lower the third pylon. Alright. Now there's actually going to be a Goliath up ahead, so we want to watch out. Yep, there he is. Alright, so we're going to save that sandwich down there for after we clear these guys out, because we're likely going to need a health boost. Go ahead and charge at me, and get behind him and attack him from behind, just like you always do with a Goliath. He's going to charge again, attack him from behind, and he's done. See? Not so scary once you get the hang of how to fight him. And then another blade-throwing witch over here, and you are done. And we don't actually really need the sandwich, but we'll grab it anyway, just to refill whatever health we may have lost in that battle. Okay. That is area clear. So now, oh wait, there's still more treasure. We're probably not going to be able to upgrade Legendary Spyro this episode, but even if we just only get to upgrade Whirlwind, at least I get to show you the upgrading mechanic before we end off the week's worth of walkthrough videos. Okay, now there's one more pylon, as you can see, that we're going to need to strike. So that's where we're headed right now, and we couldn't make it across before the spikes, unfortunately. But what you gonna do, I suppose. Okay, so now... Four spearmen have popped up to protect this thing, but we are not going to let them win the battle. Use the attacks you have on hand. Even if you're only using Spyro, I think Standard Spyro still has the same attacks. I just like using Legendary Spyro because I like showing off that I have Legendary Spyro. And once they're clear, you can lower the pylon. Okay, now before we move on, we're going to head back into this small area for a treasure chest. So let's pop this open really quickly, and that's all treasure chest found. And then, of course, there's still the legendary treasure and the soul gem. We'll get the soul gem soon enough. But for now, we're going to focus on legendary treasure. Hop on this teleporter, and here it is. Alright. So now we're going to head back across the bridge that we just created, apparently. And there's going to be a combat area up here. Windbag Genie. All that spinning really charges him up. Basically a walking tornado that has a lightning attack move. Not that big of a threat, just kind of annoying in essence.
Skylanders of the air element are stronger in this zone.
Makes sense. Back onto the field, Whirlwind. Okay, I like this style a bit better because we get to use different Skylanders, but we also don't have we don't have a lot of repetition. I mean, we have just kind of been talking back and forth between Legendary Spyro and Whirlwind, but at least we haven't been using a bunch of different Skylanders, and then you don't really have the chance to get used to any of them. So I think this is a bit of a happy medium, and I'll work on it a bit more as we move throughout the walkthrough, but I think this will work for now. So you see this soul gem here. Don't worry, we're not going to leave it here for long. We'll be back for it in a little bit. Anyway, if you don't have Whirlwind, by the way, you may not be able to attack those Drow Witches. If you don't have something with an arc, you may not be able to do any damage to the Drow Witches, and you're just going to have to move past them. But if you can't take them out, do, because it will be very helpful. Okay. So now there's going to be another Goliath up here, which again, just wait for him to charge and then attack from behind. That's the standard procedure with Goliaths at this point. Wait for him to charge and attack from behind, and he is down. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. These Goliaths don't stand a chance anymore. Okay, so now we're actually going to break my rule really quickly and switch back to Legendary Spyro. Even though we are in an air elemental area, I want to use Spyro because the second what we're gonna do is we're gonna step on this button to open up the Soul Gem cage. And even though we could technically make it back with Whirlwind, I want to be able to have the charge attack so that I can, as quickly as possible, maneuver my way through this little maze and get back before it closes up, especially since we're going to be bumping into these things. So just dash back. As you can see, plenty of time, but it just helps to have Spyro's charge attack. Anyway, that's Warnado's thick shell attack, and you know what, sure, we'll preview him. Okay, and I'm not gonna make you guys sit through getting back there. Okay, time for a little mini boss battle. It's not really a traditional boss battle, but it's more of an enemy gauntlet, I guess you could say, which isn't that much better. And this sandwich is just here in case you run into these spikes, but I don't really think you will. It's pretty easy to stay ahead of them. Anyway, so it starts off with an air spell punk, and then these three Drow Witches again target the air spell punk first. And then once the spell punk is down, we can focus on the witches. And then once you clear out these initial enemies, you're going to get a Goliath and a Spearman. Two Goliaths, actually. I must have remembered that incorrectly. Again, wait for them to charge and then attack from behind. And then it should be pretty easy to take them all down. In fact, we may about to get one down right now. Yep, okay, that's one down. We leveled up again. And you're going to charge again. So go ahead and do that, attack from behind. So, okay. Now what's going to happen is we're going to get Spearmen from the right and then these Wind Genies from the north. And this is the final wave of enemies. So, watch out for the electric attack. Beyond that, you should be pretty set. So, just watch out for that. Send a thing in their direction. Just use the Skylanders attacks to your advantage. And beyond that, that's level done. So that's the Eternal Air Source in the middle, so just walk into it and finish the level. Once again, completion is the only thing that we did not get, but no matter, getting those on my own time. Again, primarily focused on the collections. Alright.
Well done, young Portal Master. Your retrieval of the eternal air source has summoned me back to these ruins. There is strong magic in this place, and by its power, the eternal sources know how to combine with the ancient machinery of this island to recreate the core of light. Behold.
Ooh, what?
Oh, look, Lord Chaos. They found the eternal air source.
I can see they found the eternal air source. You fool! But look who's with them. Eon! But how can this be? I blew him up! Kaboom! Splat! Done! But look at him!
Well, at least he doesn't have his body.
Right! Obviously somebody's helping him. But who? And what are they up to?
Well, I'm no expert, as you know, but there must be another portal master somewhere. They're probably rebuilding the core of light.
What? We can't let that happen. Find the other eternal sources. I don't care where they are. Just get them!
The eternal air source has been integrated into the core. Excellent work. Oh, this is coming along very nicely indeed. But I'll need some time to figure out our next step. Why don't you go investigate the docks? There seemed to be a real ruckus coming from over there.
Alright, so throughout the course of the game, the goal is to rebuild the core of light, and by doing that, we're going to collect all of these sources. So this time we have the air source, we'll get the magic source, the tech source, the water source, life source, etc., until we finally face chaos. This time we get the eternal air source, and we are starting to rebuild the core of light. Anyway, that's going to do for this episode of Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. So, I would like to thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode, and until then, this has been a Game Magic 13, signing off saying, hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you next time for some more Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. Goodbye!